Hey guys, what is up? Just no freaking way here. And today I'm coming at you with a game of StarMade, and this is a new game that is basically the equivalent of Minecraft in space. And as you can see, I'm just starting up on a new server. Start out with 50,000 credits, which is cool. And I'm basically going to do everything from scratch that you'll see here. And the idea is basically to get as much money as you can as fast as possible, or at least that's what I'll be playing with right now. So I'm going to get myself pretty decently stocked up in terms of weapons and energy and shields, and then I'm going to go show you how I like to make my money in this game. And it's actually pretty damn effective. And you guys will see that kind of like the scale of that in a little bit. Oh shit, there's no shield dispensers. I guess I'll have to go find some. So I've used up about half my credits so far, and that's not too bad. Alright, so let's start our ship by pressing X and USS, choose my name, USS Just No Freaking Way, and join the ship by, get into the ship by pressing R, hit spacebar to get into build mode as opposed to the cockpit. There's another shop 1,700 meters away. I open the navigation menu with N, and you can pick stuff to go towards from there. And that's how I'll be searching for my money-making method. Let's see, anything around right here? No, it's just other ships, rocks, and this shop that I'm going towards. So let's slow ourselves down. Like I said, it's basically Minecraft in space, so everything's going to be pretty blocky. Buy everything, go back to the shop. Alright, so I need shields. Ooh, 560, that's good. I only need about 20 for now. 20 with at least what I'm going to do. Now that I have the equipment, I can basically make my ship. Which, hit the spacebar to go into build mode while you're already inside the ship, and then you can start laying stuff down. So first thing I'll put down is a weapons computer so I can control my weapons. And let me actually set some symmetry stuff. So we're going to hit the X plane, and then the YZ plane, and then set it to odd. So it'll basically be symmetrical. So when I place a block down there, it appears on the oh, wrong one. Let's see. I gotta reset these. Oops. Did someone just attack me? Yeah, that motherfucker. God damn it. Fuck, now I gotta run. So, yeah, as you can see, some people just like to kill other people in this game. That's not cool. Oh, shit, pirates nearby. That is a good thing, sort of. I just need to get back to a safe area right now. And that would be going up. But I gotta remember, those pirates are... Let's see, where? They're way south. Alright, maybe I can just build here, and that guy will leave me alone. That's in hopes. It's best I can hope for. So, oops. So let's... Oop. Shit, where did that go? Oh, there it is. Okay, so those should be together on the correct plane. I just gotta get over there. Are they? Yes, they're both on the correct plane. Now, he destroyed my targeting computer, which is more than mildly annoying, so I have to go back to the shop and find it. Or, go back to the shop and buy another one. But I'm being pretty conservative with credits, so I can do that. Let's see, how far away is that? 800 meters? Okay. You target things by pressing F, for the record. And let's check my inventory. Okay, I still have the rest of my stuff. When you stack related pieces together, they get more powerful. So the more guns I stack next to each other, the more effective they'll be. And you'll see that in a minute. Let's see, missile computer. There it is. Weapons computer. Alright, so let's go back to building. Looks like that guy left the shop, so now it looks like we're in the clear. So I can set that there, and now I'll set down the power units, because those are very important. And as you can see, the symmetry module is taking over. And let's see. I kind of like to basically when people hit your power core, that's what causes you like damage. So I'm trying to protect that as best I can, and I can use that to cover with power units for now. It's not a permanent fix, but it'll do for now. Now you can see I'm setting out these cannon cores, and there's this thing where it doesn't matter where you shoot like the cannons from, you're not going to hit your own ship no matter what you do. So I can basically have the cannon's output in a pretty well protected place, and even if it's going through something, including the engine core, it's not going to hurt me or the ship. Alright, so that'll be our weapons array, and gonna put the shield dispensers in the back here, I think. That'll be pretty good. That looks not too terrible. And now the thrusters. Again, that looks pretty good. And now, let's see. Now just these energy pods. We'll do the rest. Let's see how that looks. Alright, the cockpit looks still nice, and we got some decent sensitivity. How's the fire rate? Oh, and the output's still messed up, so I gotta leave the ship and select which block I want it to output from, and I want to make that this one, because it's directly behind me, so when I go into my ship, which is right there, and you can see it takes a bit to get to the core and press R to get back in. Now I'm shooting directly out in front of me, and you see if I move side to side, you can see the laser coming out a little bit. But now let's go to this pirate station, and I'll show you how you can make a lot of money really quickly in this game. And it's kind of dangerous, but if you know what you're doing, you can actually make a lot of money very quickly, and you'll see how much, like, what scale of that is in a minute. So here's the pirate station, and you'll kind of be overwhelmed at first because you see a ton of pirates there. Those are actually turrets on the station, and you'll see once it renders in once I get closer, kind of thing that we're dealing with here. Oh, they're already shooting at my shields, so I'm going to keep moving a little bit. And you can see my shields in the bottom left. There's my health bar, and the blue part over it is the shields. So basically, instead of dealing with all of those turrets, I want to focus on two. So basically, I'll get to one side, and I'll get kind of close. And then those two probably won't hurt my shields enough to make a big difference, and I'll focus on one at a time. And if you focus directly on the center, it'll basically show you where its engine core is. And after a second, you break through the blocks, and it's overheating. So that means it's not a problem. We basically killed it. Do the same over here. And now it's overheating too. So good. Now we are basically we've taken care of the pirate ships. Now we've got to basically break into the base. And I'm basically clearing this out of the way. I don't even care about this ship anymore. It's not even worth salvaging the items, really. And that would also involve wasting the base, which is just unnecessary. Let's see. Let's start clearing out the blocks in front of the wall and make a nice entrance for us. Okay, it looks like this is the wrong side, so let me quickly jump up above. Yep, there we go. That turret's on our way too, so we gotta kind of clear it out by shooting out its parts. No big deal. Eventually it'll disappear and we won't have to worry about it either. But for now, I want to basically get it out of the way as much as possible, because this is like almost a surgical procedure. Almost. I'm also going to flip this ship over real quick, and you do that by pressing X and Z. They kind of rotate it pretty slowly. Oh, there the ship goes. Alright, so now I can clear out this wall. Oh, something's shooting at me, and I'm trying to figure out where it's from. Much easier if I could turn over. Oh, it's probably that turret. Hang on. Let's again aim at its core. There it goes. It's overheating. Not too difficult to take out at all. And you can see this is a ship that I made in just a couple minutes. So obviously, you know, these pirate bases aren't particularly tough, especially if you avoid the brunt of the force. Now, Almost done breaking through this wall, and what you'll see inside is 4 chests. Now, this pirate base is part of the pirate faction, so I can't actually access any of those chests, but what you can quickly do is just destroy them by shooting them once or twice. Hang on. There you go. It's destroyed. Now I just have to carefully hop out of my ship. Be very careful to stay out of range of any of the other turrets, because if they see you, they'll shoot you, and you're pretty vulnerable when you're just a person. Or you could just make a very tiny ship and fly in here yourself, but that's also a hassle, especially to carry 2 ships around with you. And you can go take these blocks, and that's basically a good source of loot just to start off the bat. Let me check out this gear. So decorative panels. Okay, so no, that's actually, that's not the... Oh, shit. Something's shooting at me. Oh, it's that turret right there. Okay. Gotta be careful. I think I'll take that out as soon as I get back out to my ship. Oof. Still getting shot at. That's really kind of dangerous. But the good news is you also keep whatever loot you have on you when you die. So let's see. There's that turret. Let's see, are there any other really close ones? That one's pretty far away. No, it's just that one that's really close. So let me shoot through the hull right here and just take it out. Alright, so it's shooting it. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so now shoot the second chest. Alright, there it goes. Any other turrets that I need to be particularly worried about? Doesn't look like it, but I didn't see the last one either, so, I mean, gotta be careful. And this one has actually a substantial amount of loot more. Oh, that's good loot, that's good loot. Some of those are only okay, but that's actually some pretty decent stuff. Alright, so my inventory's full, which means I probably need to go sell stuff now. I'm just kind of checking the quality of the loot. I haven't gotten any L5 stuff, which is obviously the best. But there's a bunch of L4 here. A few thousands worth. So I'll probably note the system. It's 002 is the coordinates of this. Now I gotta go find a shop, sell the stuff, and then come back and collect the rest. Probably buy some inventory storage on my ship, and then use that for temporary storage. So let's hop back in. Navigate, find a shop. There you go. Let's find a closer one. There. It's 1.5 kilometers away, which isn't too bad. So let's fly off, and we'll see in a moment. And then we can sell the rest of this gear, and then come back and collect the rest. So there's the shop. Not too. That was actually really close. Didn't have to go far at all. All right, shops in range. Slow down. Okay. Now I can just sell this from the inventory by dragging it over here. Alright, so now we're up to 600,000 already, and we started with 50,000. You can buy pretty much anything. You're going to see this is going to go up real quick, especially once I sell like this L4. Now we're up to 9 million. But you get the idea. It's great loot right off the bat. That was actually, for those just 2 chests, that's actually not much loot. Like, typically I'll end up getting a lot more. I've gotten around 4 billion from a single chest, and you can't even sell that all because the maximum integer allowed in the game is 2.1 billion. So you end up having to store a bunch of items or store a bunch of money as just items. Well, not a terrible thing, but it's a good way to make money. I'll end up honestly, I'll just end up, giving away a lot of that money because I'm not going to be able to spend 5 billion worth of credits on anything. I'm not going to make a ship that large in my life. So I end up just giving people like, full cash stacks when I do. Let's see, what are we up to? 21 million. And like I said, that's not even a whole lot for this. So let me finish selling up this stuff, and then we'll head back after I buy one thing of onboard storage for my ship. So go to the shop. Let's see, under general, Plex storage, and that's basically an external inventory. Okay, now let's find the ship, the station. Oh, there's another station. Hang on a second. Is there another station around? There's another station. We might be able to go on 2 raids. Let's see, where's this one? I think that one's the one we were just at. But then we'll come back to this shop and we will get more onboard storage, and then we'll raid the other station. So hopefully we can get two examples of what you can get from this. Now I gotta find the port with the 2 taken out turrets again, which is over here. You can see the nice little entrance we made up there. And there is the ship's actually upside down. The station's still the correct way. Alright, we just destroyed that. Let's hop out. Right, that looks like some better quality ore right there. Let's just see what it is first. Because, I mean, you know, the loot I got is pretty quality. But when you get L5 gear, not like L5 ore, nothing can really pair. Like, yeah, there's Exogen L5. That's 921 million right there. Let's check the rest of the inventory. Yeah, there's... Oh, yeah, that's quite a lot of money. I'll just place this, I'll place the storage on my ship just in case we have more room, or in case that next chest has a lot of items in it. But I'm not sure we're gonna need it. And plus, even if I die right now, I can just sell what I have for loads of money. Oh wait, let me put that on the right side. Oop. So take that off. Put it there. Now you see it's right side up, but the ship's upside down. Oop. Not used to Minecraft where, you know, right click is access. So you hit the R key, and then you see it's an empty inventory. I'm just going to toss a few things in there. I want to keep the ore on me, because I mean, that you can sell for a lot, and even if you die, you know, you'll keep it. But I want to keep it out of my taskbar. So sort of by value. Wait, let me see. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this is about 1 billion credits right there. So, I mean, if you can see, like, even just in this video, we already have 1 billion. That's not much work for 1 billion credits, you know? Right, and this one... Yeah, that is actually a pretty large chest. I can't really verify the quality of it right now, but that is quite a lot of material. So, let's check what type of ore we got. So there's some more L4, more L3. There's another 900 L5. So let's see, L4, L2, another L5. Yeah, now you can see we pretty much have a max cash stack. We have more than a max cash stack right there. Let's keep this crap in the inventory. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot more credits than we know what to do with, but that's okay. I'm just kind of giving you an idea of how to make a quick buck in this game, right? Hope it's not too game ruining for you, just getting money this easy. Alright, so let's hop back in our ship. Where's that shop? Oh, we were just at. There it is. No, that's too far away. That wasn't the right one. There, that one. Which way is that? There it is. Okay, and we're off to the shop. And the pirate ship, or the pirate station will shoot at me, but they're not going to catch me because they're stationary and I'm moving at 150 meters per second, or kilometers per hour. Man, why don't they use meters per second? Whoever made this game needs to have a better standard of measurement. Anyway, let's, where's that other station? That one. Right, while we're here, let me quick get some more Plex storage by buying it. And let me place that on my ship real quick, too. Oh, and while I'm here, I might as well just sell shit, too. So, inventory. Let's just get rid of this crap. Withdraw from this chest what I had. You can't sell it directly from the chest. Watch, it'll just say you don't have any. So you have to put it in your inventory first, which I suppose you could classify as a bug, but it doesn't really bother me that much. Just something I suppose that the game should code better. But I'm not gonna put too much heat on the developer for it. Alright, so now we're up to 41 million credits, and I haven't even sold any of the L5 stuff yet. You'll see where that goes in a moment. Just selling the rest of this stuff. I'll sell the L5 stuff last. Go with the L4 stuff first. Anything L4 and less. But I mean, even so, I haven't even sold the most expensive stuff, and we're up to about 50 million credits. So, I mean, you're definitely going to have a good time, and an easy time making much larger ships if this is the method that you use for gathering materials. So, let me just sell the last of this stuff. Alright, so this is the L5 stuff. Let me sell the smallest stack first. So, there's 128 million. You can see, let's see. This will just put us up to 1 billion real quick. So there's up to 1 billion. And let me get close to 2 billion, but I'll leave the other stack there because if I sell that one, it'll just waste most of those credits. But there, you can see we're up to 2 billion. 2.1 billion is the max cash stack. And you'll probably see that once we get to the next station. Oh, but before I forget, I'm going to add a faction module to my ship. And the reason for that, they only cost 100,000, and I mean, you're going to get one easy, is because when you put a faction module on your ship, no one else can access it except for you when you're in a faction. So you open the inventory tab, click on faction at the bottom, just create a new faction. I'm going to call it Just No Freaking Way. Oops, caps lock is on. Just No Freaking Way. Conquest. Okay. And now once I set the faction module, enter the signature. Now the ship is mine, and no one else can access it. Not the inventory, they can't even get in it. So basically, they'd have to destroy it if they wanted to get anything off of it, basically. So where was those parts? That way. Okay, let's go raid another station real quick. So yeah, one station down, we got about 3 billion credits. And we started out with 50,000. That's pretty good. Now the second station, coming on awfully fast. Let's get so we're only focusing on 2 of these turrets. And there's one down. And there's 2 down. Cool. Alright, I'm thinking that this is the bottom, but it's just a guess. I just want to make sure there's no other... That's the station. That's another turret right there. I should probably take that out. Because that is the turret that would cause me problems later. Just making sure, you know. Didn't even do much to my shield. So now I just got to clear this area out. And wait for the turret to disappear, and then I can go in and steal all their loot. No biggie. I should probably upright myself this time so I can, like, see what I'm doing better. The problem is turning the ships over takes a while. But yeah. This ship isn't getting destroyed. That's a bummer. I guess I'll just have to wait for it to disappear. That's okay. Shouldn't be too long. Alright, so we're right side up now. Start disappearing. Come on. You can do it. Maybe it's because I have a really high ping right now. I'm not sure. I did drop something. Wonder what that is. What's shooting at me? Not over there. No. 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 Is that something shooting at me, or was that just lag explosions? I'm gonna go with lag explosions, because I'm not really sure what could be shooting at me right now. There aren't any turrets that are in my direct line of sight. Although, if there are that I'm missing, that could be a problem later. But again, even if I die, it doesn't matter, because I already have an extraordinarily large amount of credits. There it goes. And I'm sideways again. Let's see. Does this turn it up, right side up a little bit? Oh well, whatever. Okay, so now that those blocks are out of our way, I have a pretty good clear view of the chests that are in there. Let's just start taking them out one at a time. There's the first one. Man, this is actually kind of dark and ominous. These pirate bases. Spooky. Let's check this ore quality. It doesn't look particularly good. Might have one decent block in there. Nah, that's L4. Not even worth my time. Yeah, none of that was particularly good. We did get some power modules. Got 515. Those are actually really helpful. But as far as, really valuable stuff goes, not really. We could probably make another shot and get another chest without depositing. But I don't want to risk destroying anything, because apparently if you try to pick it up and you don't have enough inventory space, it deletes it, not just leaves it on the ground, which is, kind of a bummer. So I want to deposit some of the lesser valuable stuff here. Put the more valuable stuff in my inventory. Save those, because those are actually pretty helpful. And let's go back to destroying the chests. Oh, wait, I already destroyed one. So let's go get it. Now, since this is a pirate faction, let me see. Let's see. If I go to N, you can see that the turrets are under the faction pirate, and that's basically what's in the quotes. Just like if I go to my ship, look at it, the faction is Just No Freaking Way Conquest. And that means I can't really do anything. Like, if I try to break a block off the ship, it says access denied, the structure belongs to a different faction. Including, like, if I try to open the chests. But that also means other factions can't open my chest, and since I'm the only person in my faction, no one can really access my stuff. Which is good. I mean, I don't want to be stolen from, because stealing actually is a big problem in this game. No one likes getting stolen from. No L5 in those in that chest either. So we're still kinda... This has kind of been a dud mission so far, but I'm sure we'll get something out of the other two. Let's just store more crap in this. Wait, And also, one of the nice things about this is, it doesn't... You can overlap stuff as much as you want. Like, this isn't like Minecraft where you have a block size maximum. It's basically just the integer limit, too. Oh, whoops, I put that all in inventory. I'm not sure why. So basically, you can have, I think, my hypothesis is that you can have up to 2.1 billion of any type of block. I'll leave that in the inventory. Hang on a second. Yeah, my hypothesis is you can have any type of block. Up to 2.1 billion units of it. Let's see, more power units. That's good. Bunch of L3 gear. But basically, you don't have to waste, the same inventory spot on a bunch of the same items, or different inventory spots on a bunch of the same items. That's what I meant. I want to keep L4 and L5 in my inventory, and the rest can just go in the chest. Let's see. Because if I do end up dying, the ship stays here. And then I'd have to come back and get it, which would be quite a pain in the ass. Okay. So, another chest, and then we'd have one more after that. This loot looks a lot better, because I think I can see an L5 block right there, that red one. Basically, the more of a defined color that a block is, the higher rating it is. Let's see, what is it? Yep, L5. Knew it. Suck you might. It's an L4. L2s. That's an L1, L2. There's this weird glitch where it'll keep the wrong name on all of the items, so it's actually hard to tell what I'm actually looking at right now. That's okay, because again, money's not really an object for us anymore, right? So let's just go back to depositing it. Purple paint, Insanium L4. I don't think I can overlap that, but there's an L1, an L1, L1, hull wedge, L4, hull wedge, ice planet rock, ice planet surface. I didn't know there was a difference between those two until now. There's L4, there's an L2, hyperflux coil, L2, L1, L2. So yeah, none of those bottom ones are particularly valuable. Let's see. Alright, so inventory's cleared out. Last chest. I don't think that dropped anything. Those cheap motherfuckers. Oh well, they gave me 500 million. Yeah, they didn't drop. Oh man. Alright, so I guess that one was a waste. Let's go back to spawn and just give a lot of money to some random person. Let's see. Let's find out where the spawn is. It's in that direction. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna quickly go off to our spawn, sell a bunch of shit, and then give it all to one person and just watch his reaction for fun. Because I'm weird like that. This game has a pretty slow ping, but it does a great job of making up for it. Okay, so we're in sector 222. Oh, there's a bunch of ships. Alright, looks like someone blew up the tower. Alright, let's sell a bunch of stuff. Oh, I gotta get near a shop. So let's get closer. There we go. And hop out. Hopefully no one decides to shoot at our bare person body. And let's start selling this stuff. This is the tedious part, just because you have to drag it into your inventory and sell it over and over again. It's a pain, but it's okay. I mean, there are worse ways. I mean, especially since we're doing it for an absolute crap load of money. I mean, I'm sure people do a lot of work for less. I mean, we've been here for what, 20 minutes, and we already have maxed cash stack several times over, something like that. Let's check. What's the L5 ore I have? I can't see that right now. Let's see. L5, L4, L4, L5. Alright, so there's about 1.4 billion in there, and then the rest is just, you know, a few orders of magnitude lower, so it doesn't actually matter. But while I'm here, I will probably give most of this money to someone else. Just because I can. Just because I'm not going to use it. I mean, barely play this enough. I don't have the wherewithal to sit down and make one of the massive ships, but I've seen people make like Star Destroyers from Star Wars. That are ridiculously massive, huge ships that like have massive energy sources, lasers, shields, things that like probably I would never be able to hurt at all. But the problem is, as the larger ships come, the harder the time they have turning. So those large ships probably would have a hard time killing me too, because they'd have a hard time turning to see me, to target me, you know? So there's that. So we're up to 2 billion, 30 million, 35 million. I'm not really counting though. I mean, what's the point, you know? Is that both of the chests? No, there's some in here. And almost done. I can't really sell any of those for a decent amount of money, but let's sell off the L4 stuff real quick. Okay. Anyone want free credits? Just checking out these people's names. Shop at 222. Who wants free credits? Maybe this guy wants level 5 Swampert. What's this? Who's the guy's name who's messaging me? Amnesiac? Where's this guy? Z Soldier. Oh, there's this guy. Let's drop him 1 billion. Oh, he got it. He's doing a little spaz happy dance. Alright, so let's sell another. Alright, so back up to 1.9 billion. What the fuck is this guy? I'm getting out. Looks a little creeped out right now. Swampert. Drop him 1 billion. I'll post the video how I got all this in a bit. But it took like 20 minutes. No hacking. Alright, well with that I'm gonna go because I've got a decent start on the server, and I mean, you know, there's pretty much anything I can buy with 1.5 billion. I just gave that guy 1 billion and then he stole the other billion that I was gonna give to the other guy. Oh well. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. That's how you get ridiculous amounts of money in this game really quickly with 0 effort. I'm going to get my ship away from spawn because once I log out, the ship stays, and that means anyone can destroy it, and I kind of want to keep it safe. And it's an okay ship. I've made better. I guess like 2 sectors away would probably be safe, but I'll go for like 3 or 4. And that is how you get lots of money. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, just no freaking me out. Peace.